and we just got out of seeing Monkey Man, and I gotta say, man, this movie was amazing.
Yeah, one of the year's best films.
I loved it.
I loved this movie. I was surprised by how politically furious the film is.
Yeah.
This movie is radical in every sense of the word. It's not just another John Wick movie, even though it does name check John Wick.
It does. It name checks John Wick, and you could definitely see some of the influences with that. But Dev Patel is definitely telling a story that is a lot deeper, that deals with, and if you've seen the trailer, you know it deals with, him getting revenge for his mother, but it takes that political realm that you're talking about and just opens that story up even more. And Dev Patel gives an amazing performance. The way he uses music in this movie is absolutely amazing.
He does something with a needle drop I've never experienced in a movie before, and I will never hear that song again in the same way.
In the same way at all.
And he's clearly a stylist, right? Yeah. This film is gorgeous. It is unconventional.
Yeah.
The influences are strong. I would say that there's even a bunch of Bruce Lee in this movie. Dev Patel has obviously watched Enter the Dragon, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate everything that he was able to bring to this movie.
And the supporting cast is top tier. They're so good.
Yeah.
And I want to spoil something that happens in the final battle, but I'm not going to. But I think it's one of the most badass things I've ever seen in a movie. And not badass in an action way, but again in a political way.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that I want to get into. Again, we're just doing an immediate reaction, but there's a lot that I'm going to be chewing on with this movie for a while.
Yeah, it's far more challenging than I was anticipating, and it's also pretty bittersweet. And I wasn't prepared for that as well. But again, that bittersweetness, it tasted good.
Yeah, I think the bittersweetness of the movie and some of the final moments and throughout the course of this movie actually benefits it a lot. And I think it's fitting for the story that Dev Patel is telling in this movie.
Yeah, it's super kinetic. It starts off really wild and intense, and then slows down a little bit, has another outburst of action, slows down a bit, and then it's just off to the races for the final third of the movie.
That third act that third act is well worth the price of admission alone. The whole movie is just fantastic.
Yeah. Also, more Charlton Copley. More of that guy in my life, please.
Yeah, I missed him, so I want more of that. But out of theater reaction, I guess my final say is go see this movie.
Oh yeah, you got to see this in a theater, and also I would check to see if your theater is packed, because you're going to want to see this with a crowd.
Yeah, there's some moments in here that you're going to hear some ooh, ah, oh.
I mean, our theater was screaming. Theater was screaming.
And
I was like,
there's some moments. All right, guys, we're out.